Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's project video, got a nice project designed by Steve Good over on the scroll saw, and it is a magazine stand. I'm sure everybody can use one of these. I'm sure everybody has some form of magazine sitting around their house. I know I have a lot of woodworking magazines and a lot of catalogs sitting around that will be able to go in this, so I'm really excited to make this. I've already got all the patterns for the project printed out and attached to my material with clear packing tape. The material is 1/4 inch plywood, and I'm going to be able to stack cut the front and the back, which depicts a nice koi fish, the two sides, and then the bottom will just be an individual cut for the 1/4 inch plywood. But this is a really awesome design. It has a tab design, which means everything will tab together and then some glue will go in to hold everything together. Something to keep in mind is right here you can see the little red lines I have drawn on my tabs for the front and the back piece. The 1/4 inch plywood I have is not exactly 1/4 inch. So I just had to take careful measurements and mark out the actual thickness on the tabs so everything would have a nice snug fit. But I'm really excited to make this. Let's head over to the drill press, drill our pilot holes, and get started. And over here on the drill press, we're going to drill out all of our pilot holes for internal cutting. And only the two panels with the koi fish, the front and the back, have pilot holes in them, so that's good. And then we're going to head over to the scroll saw and start scrolling. I am using number 5 reverse tooth, sharp tooth scroll saw blades for all of the cutting on this project. And I'm beginning with the internal cuts of the koi fish, starting with some of the smaller interior cuts and moving to some of the bigger ones. And here I'm going to cut out one of the tabs, and I have a scrap piece of the material I'm using, and you'll see here I'm using it to test the fit, and it was nice and snug, and I test fitted every tab when I cut it out. And we're just going to work on the fish more and doing our final interior cut here. I'm going to retension the blade and begin by cutting the outside parts, and just want to stay as close to the line as you can when cutting this out. If you guys would like this project, it is available as a free pattern download over at Steve Good's scrollsawworkshop.blogspot.com website over in his free pattern catalog if you guys want to give this pattern a try. If you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram at Artisan Pirate. I'm now cutting out the two side panels, and again just stay as close to the line as you can to make sure your tabs have a nice snug fit. Now the bottom piece, and this will be our final piece to cut out, and it's just a single piece of 1/4 inch plywood. I didn't have to stack cut this piece. Now that all the scroll work is done, we're going to remove all the completed pieces from the waste wood and head over to sanding, and I'm using 100 grit sandpaper in the palm sander. Just sanding the front and back of everything nice and smooth. And one of the side panels had some of the writing from the shipping crate on it, and I did try to sand that off. It didn't work good being sanded off because it was marker, and the marker is through the layers of the wood. So what I did was just put the piece with the writing here on the inside side when I assembled it to hide it from view, and it turned out nice. And over here we're beginning assembly. Again, it's a tabbed assembly, and I'm just using a small amount of Gorilla wood glue to add into the places that will all connect to make sure everything is locked in place. And you see me there putting the piece with the writing on the inside side to hide it from view. The magazines will cover that up. And adding the top here. And then I went and got some bar clamps, and that one was too small, so I had to get my two bigger ones just to add a little bit of clamping pressure to hold everything together while the glue dried. And after the glue dried around an hour, I came back and removed the clamps, and the project was complete. And here we have the completed magazine rack. I think it turned out real good. It sanded up nice and smooth. It finished up amazing. All that's left to do is either spray paint it or stain it and then clear coat it, and then the project will be done. I always leave it up to the viewer to decide how they want to finish a project, but I really love the koi fish design in there. It adds a nice detail. If you were really good with Photoshop or computer software, I'm sure you could change this design to suit your home decor. To where it's not a koi fish, to where it would be something that would represent what's in your home or household. I really love the through joints and the tab construction. It really adds a nice element to it. But I'm really impressed with this. It took me around 40 minutes to cut it out, start to finish, and then we had the glue time. It will hold a lot of magazines. I wouldn't put hardback books or anything heavy in it like that because it is 1/4-inch plywood, and the 1/4-inch plywood will give, so I would just recommend sticking to magazines for this rack, which is its intended purpose. Again, all this is that 1/4-inch shipping crate material I had. It's really nice, really awesome, very sturdy, and I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys like it. I enjoyed making it. That's about all for this video. I hope you all are staying safe. And remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.